Concentration camps. What was Sonderachtung 1500? Sonderachtung 1500, commonly abbreviated as Action 1500, was a large-scale secret operation to erase all traces of the mass killings committed at concentration camps. It was a result of the final solution, which was a plan to kill all Jews, homosexuals, gypsies, and black people. The Nazi race hierarchy. On the top of the hierarchy were Germans, also known as the Aryan race. In order to be Aryan, you had to be blonde, straight, white, and just, yeah. And then on the bottom of the Germans were British people, Norwegians, people from the United States and France. And then on the bottom of them were people from Southern Europe, like Greeks and Italians, along with the Portuguese and the Spanish. Persians, and on the bottom were Persians, basically people from the Middle East. Asians, like Japanese, Chinese, and Filipinos. And then on the very bottom of his little scrapbook diary was Africans, Russians, Ukrainians, and Jews. The Treblinka uprising happened on August 2nd, 1943. Basically, captives were forced to dig mass graves, and then what the Nazis would do is they would just line them up and then shoot them. So the people who were working on the graves feared that they would be killed, and basically, like all the prisoners just like rushed up to the main gate, and then in an attempt to escape. 300 prisoners escaped, but most of them were recaptured, and the ones who were recaptured were forced to resume operations on the concentration camp. The Auschwitz uprising. The prisoners working in the killing area increased to deal with the increased amount of operations in the killing centers. They feared that they would be killed and planned to revolt. The plan was supported by prisoners who smuggled gunpowder out of nearby factories. On October 7th, 1944, the prisoners start their escape. During the revolt, one of the crematories was severely damaged and rendered inoperable. The revolt was suppressed, and all the members of the Sonderkommando, which were the people in the uprising, were killed, and along with the women who supported them. On January 6, 1945, the camp was liberated by United States forces. The Sobibor uprising, 1943. Akaton, wait, at the height of Sobibor's of the concentration camp known as Sobibor, prisoners speculated that they would be killed. Later into the year, the prisoners planned their escape, quietly killing German and Ukrainian guards. The uprising let 300 prisoners escape, and an additional 300 were later captured and shot. The Kelmo killing camps. Kelmo was closed on March 1943, but reopened to resume operations. The facility was operational until mid-July. In the beginning of September 1943, a group of Jews are forced to exhume and burn bodies as a part of Action 1500. All evidence was to be erased. On the night the Soviet army is to approach the camp, Germans abandoned the camp, killing all the prisoners. 3 survived. That was my presentation on concentration camps.